Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and got a good one for you today. I am back in Las Vegas. Had a quick trip to come out here. Had a couple meetings for some food and TV stuff. It's kind of cool, and we'll tell you guys about that soon. But a couple things happening right now, and the title of this video is "Wait, Not So Fast," and bunch of cool stuff happening with banking, and it's right before our eyes, and I cannot wait to cover it with you. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to join our email list, because the winners are going to be announced for Christmas in May, and make sure you're part of that email list. And let's get right into it. Think about this. We have heard so much about central bank digital currency being launched. CBDC, and there have been pilot programs set up with the Fed, and a lot of people have wanted to dissent. You know, Governor DeSantis in Florida said that he wants to be against a digital currency, and now this is getting traction because Alex Mooney is a Virginia congressman who is saying, wait a second, he doesn't want any part of this. And he has, an CBDC legislation pending that wants to ban the test and get people out of it. So get states out of it, get the nation out of it, and the Fed. The Fed has no business doing this and shoving it down our throats, which is fantastic. Because when you read this, this is everything that I have complained about this. And they use China as the example. China has a test right now for central bank digital currency. Okay? And isn't that great? It's fantastic. The whole point of this, though, right now is that they control people with political dissension in China. So if you don't go along with what they agree to, they'll shut your money off. And they've done that already. So if you don't think that that's going to come here to a theater near you, you are kidding yourself. But to have Alex Mooney be part of this and say that it is absolutely outrageous and we cannot have this. But again, who voted for the Fed? Did you guys vote? Well, I must have missed that election. But the Fed is absolutely a joke, and they're going to shove this down our throats. But now there are 19 other states that are involved with fighting the central bank digital currency. That's a big deal, because what you're going to have is, wait a second, no, we don't want this. And I have had so many people write me in support of this, believe it or not. And I'm like, hey, they're going to control what you do, what you buy. And to say that they're all in, crazy San Francisco, which I got a great story for San Francisco today. No, they're around the country. And farmers, I mentioned farmers, and like, why are you buying so many, so much cattle? Why are you buying so many pigs and hogs and things like that? And people have said that'll never happen, Dan. No, it's happening in China. It's the same similar program. It will happen here. Okay? So there's that. Chase Bank right now has had a week full of glitches. People have written me. There's a great story below about how people had double transactions on their Chase Bank accounts. And the problem with this is that if you are somebody that has, a few, you don't have a lot of money in your bank account, and all of a sudden you go and you make a purchase. Imagine double purchases. So you're wiped out. You're negative in your account then. And then you've got double fees and things like that. Oh, we'll fix that for you. But the problem with it is if you do need money and you're tight, this just kills people. It absolutely makes it completely upside down for the average person and transactions. So good old Chase Bank. Chase Bank said, hey, it was only a 4-day period. That's enough, people, to destroy people. That's what people don't understand. And monitor your bank accounts. Monitor the transactions. I always tell people this, because nobody sits there and looks at their online banking. Make sure you go and check it out and schedule it. I do this a few times a week. Boom, 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 check it out, and it's all done. You should do the same thing, because if there's anything suspicious, you're on it right away. And some good banks, and Chase is one of them, that if they think that there's anything fraudulent, they reach out to people and say, hey, did you mean to do this transaction? Buy an airline ticket, type of thing. So there's that. It's early, pool's closed out here. So the next thing is, remember the fanfare when Apple had their savings account that opened up? It had a 4.15%, it still does, 4.15% savings rate, and the amount that they will pay you in interest. Now, the average interest rate on a savings account right now, I looked up, 0.039%. So basically, it's 10 times the interest that you could get someplace else. A lot of fanfare, $1 billion was put into it. Everything's fantastic, it's great. Problem with it is that people cannot get money out of their banks. And the other thing is, as I'm starting to look through savings accounts, think about this. Think about what I'm telling you. A lot of these banks are now with savings accounts, you're allowed to withdraw only 4 times a year. Why? What does that mean? Think about the last 6 months of your life and the things that have come up. My life, the things that have come up. This trip. Oh, you need me there? Okay. We can't do it on Zoom? Nope. Got to have you here. Okay. You know what I mean? So, okay, well, I can't withdraw money, guys. I'm done. Okay. Guess I'm going to have to walk there. Okay. Unbelievable. 4 withdrawals a year. Make sure you know that figure, because a lot of people gloss over that. And it should be your money. Now, here's the thing. The Apple money is tied to Morgan Stanley. We've talked about how Morgan Stanley has had problems getting money in and out of their accounts over the last few weeks. And this is people's lower level of dealing with Morgan Stanley. You have an Apple card, you can open up the Apple savings account. That's how simple it was. And read the article. It took people sometimes less than a minute to open up a savings account. Oh, I can transfer money. Tie my other bank to it. Boom. Now, here's the problem. They are not letting everybody take withdrawals. There are all these hiccups with getting withdrawals out of the bank right now. And Nathan Thacker, he wrote that, hey, I was trying to get $1,700 out of this. So I used him as the example of the lower end. It wasn't like, well, what did somebody want to do? Yeah, and get 300 grand put back in their account? No. It was a small amount, $1,700. He's like, I needed this money. And the idea with this was that it took days, couldn't get it. It took him going to the Wall Street Journal to have them finally release his money. Okay, did you hear about that one? No. Kevin Smythe, he went on a Twitter rampage over this to Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, directly and said, hey, was it your goal to hold people's money hostage when they deposited into this bank? And I just want to transfer $10,000 back into my account. And he was finally allowed to do so after multiple days and after getting a hold of the CEO of Apple, Tim Cook. So not everything's glamorous, guys. Not everything's perfect right now. So, I think these things are great. I don't have an Apple account, but I think you should have multiple bank accounts. But ask the questions. How do I get my money in and out? And the thing I always tell everybody, if you do any online banking, you do a transfer. After you have it, a couple weeks, transfer money back to yourself and see how long it takes. And if they don't allow it, you have a problem. And you don't want any glitch. You want to be able to get it immediately. You want to learn, if you do it on a Monday, what day of the week you're going to get it on. I always recommend that people do this. So share your thoughts on that stuff so far. There's a lot more to cover right now. The next thing is retail. We are seeing such a retail mess right now, and you're getting more and more warnings right now. Macys came out, and Macys says, hey, I want everybody to understand that what we're about to experience is going to be worse than normal. We're not going to have a normal retail season. Our numbers are going to be way off, and people need to understand that the consumer is not spending like they normally would. Now, every industry has different times that are better than others. Clothing, you have summer. People go out and buy short sleeve shirts. It's 90 degrees here in Vegas this morning, and crazy. People go out and spend money based on the season, bathing suits, things like that. Now, what they're experiencing with Macys, at Macys, is that people don't have the money for this. Consumers are buying less. They're putting things off. They're buying the essentials. They're buying underwear and things like that that wear out and not buying outfits. And Costco issued this same warning also, talking about how bad it is right now and that people need to understand that and be ready for this. So, whoa, okay? So that's the one that floors me. When Costco says that people are spending less, it's because they don't have money. People want to stock up on things. I'm telling you to stock up on things. Buy food now, because the financial prepper out of Louisiana, that guy's right. This is going to beat inflation. If you can get things now that you know you're going to use, buy it today. It's not going to go down in price. It's only going to go up in price. And if you do that, you're going to be ahead of the game. But if you don't have the money to do that, you don't have the money to prep and to buy extra food, then you don't have anything. It's just that simple. So, man, oh man, share your thoughts on that one. Dollar General stores, they are putting in new policies and procedures and investigating the fact that they've had 49 deaths in the stores over the last few years. 49. These are from robberies. These are from people getting hurt, people from merchandise falling, things like that. So they're installing different policies and procedures for the company that will make it safer for the company. But again, the majority of these problems go back to theft. That's crazy, okay, that they have to worry about that. The next one is Lululemon, you know, the greatest yoga pants in the world. Okay, they're just fantastic. And the person that invented this is a genius, but I digress. Anyways, Lululemon has a problem with theft in their stores. And what they installed was they don't want any employee to engage with anybody in regards to theft. So the fact that they issued this statement is going to be a recipe to go steal expensive yoga pants right now. And it's crazy. They went as far as this. 2 employees this last month, they went out and called the police and videotaped theft, what was going on. They're here. They're still here in the store. Get out here. They videotaped that. Both employees got fired for that, for engaging with the thieves. Now, I understand there's a safety protocol. And they said, if they engage at all with the shoplifters, they're gone. This is nuts, guys. This is nuts. You've got to be able to shut people down and have a deterrence for this. What we're seeing in California, I'm in Nevada right now, but what we're seeing more in California is that they're standing up to these people. More people are videotaping each other. More people are blocking people's carts and saying, I'm not going to allow you to steal this. And there's been some famous videos where a guy said, hey, I work hard for my money and you're ripping off the store. It's not fair. But Lululemon's procedure for this is nuts. Is absolutely nuts. You know, hey, you're allowed to call the police. Just don't engage in these people. So don't say stop. Don't do that. That's craziness that they're doing this. So San Francisco is having a new ad campaign right now to bring tourism in, and they think this is going to do it. Always San Francisco. And it's a heartfelt video talking about what a great place that San Francisco is, and that it's always the place to go to. Showing the Golden Gate Bridge, Lombard Street, that's the big hill, the financial district, Chinatown, and just saying, come on back to San Francisco. And I guarantee you, I don't care how much they cleaned up that city for this commercial, that's insane. It is crime-infested, dirt, drugs, needles. I mean, let me make the commercial. Here's why you would stay away from San Francisco. Needless to say, I won't be the poster child for San Francisco anytime soon. But man, oh man, that's the problem. It's like when I took you guys to Hollywood 2 weeks ago, and these poor people, these tourists that get there and go, this place sucks, man. It's dirty and unsafe. And you got people sleeping on the streets at 11 a.m. That's too much, guys. It's too much. San Francisco is too much. And yes, people are not shopping there. Yes, you have businesses leaving in droves because they can't handle that. That's what's happening. Vegas has been very busy this weekend. It has been, there's the hockey game that was this weekend. You've got, you know, NBA finals. You've got all this stuff that people are here for, you know, concerts, and Garth Brooks, I guess, is here, all this stuff. But that, you know, as a travel destination, you know, they're doing everything they can to make things busy and not have any crime. And the security is out in full force right now. It's absolutely amazing to see that. Crime has gotten so bad. Think about this one. Ramsey BMW in New Jersey has had such a problem with crime lately, but the latest one is unbelievable. Thieves broke into the dealership and stole tires off of cars inside the dealership. Okay? Hooded guys covered their faces and took tires off of cars inside of a car dealership. This is nuts, guys. This is getting to the point that there's just no, no accountability, no prosecutions, nothing. But that is nuts, guys. It's getting just to a complete extreme. But hop on a plane and go to San Francisco. It's beautiful, guys. It's not. It's not. Go to a Giants game and check it out. No way. You're taking your life into your own hands. That should be their slogan. Be safe, but not here. You know what I mean? So there's a new name for the recession, full employment recession. Guys, if you believe these employment numbers, please, 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 please look at reality. It's not full employment. There are a lot of people out of work right now. And the numbers are not realistic, in my opinion. Believe what you want. But there's a lot of people out there that have not looked for a job in a very long time. They're just not counted. Let's start with those people. And watering down the sanctuary in an early morning. Crazy, guys. But everything's great. Full employment recession. That's the new one. Okay? So we're in a recession, right? Oh, no, it's a full employment recession. Progressive recession. It's with my mom. It's ridiculous, guys. Elon Musk went to China and praised his Shanghai employees for being there at midnight to meet with them and all the hard work they've done. And again, okay, whatever. He's there because he wants to get cars made and wants to make sure the market's open. I'm going to finish this video with a couple of stories. Dave Ramsey is getting sued with a class action lawsuit for $150 million for promoting one of those timeshare exit companies that did not fulfill people's dream of getting out of their timeshare. I had no idea that those people, those companies, took money up front and got paid a substantial amount of money, like $5,000 up front to get you out of your timeshare. And a lot of people said they paid the money and never got out of their timeshare. But Dave Ramsey, between 2015 and 2021, was paid over $30 million to promote these. And with that, they're saying that it wasn't fair. The company was timeshare exit team. So I'm sure we'll hear more about this lawsuit. This is crazy. In Walnut, California, which is just outside of Orange County. And there's a woman, Angela Chen. She set up a scheme that would have fake postage. And the fake postage would make it so that people could ship, packages and merchandise through her shipping company. And she did $50 million in fake postage. $50 million in fake postage in a 6-month period. Isn't that wild to think about? All these people used this company to ship things because it was cheaper. Only problem, she wasn't paying for the postage. She printed fake shipping labels, and it worked for a long time. It took a postal inspector who went out and noticed, hey, wait a second, this is not the right postal code, which when you read this article, I had no idea when you look at a shipping label that there's all these different things to it that make it so that they know basically where it was printed, everything, they changed numbers. And this shipping label had an 07 number as a starting number, and that was discontinued 2 years prior. And because of this smart guy who was audits this. He said, wait a second, this is not right. This is fake postage. And found out that it was all tied to this one account. And Angela Chen, who went to China, and I don't know if she's been arrested yet, but she's been indicted for $50 million. Isn't that crazy? And final story. And this just blew me away. In Huntington Beach, California, where I'm from, there is a new Cabo Wabo. Sammy Hagar's got his restaurant and bar that just opened up at one of the hotels right on the water. That's not the point. The point is, Sammy Hagar's 75 years old. Do you guys know that? The guy's still out rocking at 75. 75. So, I can't drive 55. Anyways, 75-year-old Sammy Hagar's out there, and I was blown away by that. So, we're all getting older. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And please join the email list, guys, because you're going to miss out. It's how we're going to announce the winners for Christmas in May this week. There's a bunch of cool stuff. And onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon.